Want to hear us?
Yeah.
Woo, let's go!
Yep. Audio's doing good.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Chronicles of the Grand Nation, The Silent War, episode 15. We are getting in there.
That is 15-1-5. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going and let's introduce everyone. Tessera, please introduce yourself and the character you're playing.
Hi, I'm Anna. I play Tessera or Tess, everybody's favorite rock collecting Earth Genasi warlock, and always a pleasure to be here.
Van, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hey, I have a bow and a dog.
That little shithead stole my
Bree.
pencil.
Brehik, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Xavier. I play Brehik Moonshield, the smallest little swole druid.
Do we get a fact about him this time?
Yeah, fact. He may or may not have spray painted, or no, what is it? Spray tan abs.
Oh my god, like
Selena,
the,
please
the
introduce
fake
yourself
spray
and
on
your
abs.
character.
Like the fake spray on abs, yes.
I tried to move along. I tried. Selena, please introduce yourself and your character.
Greetings and salutations, it is I, Momo Jones. I play Zelena, the Bardlock extraordinaire.
And lastly, there is me. I play Muffin. My name is Dylan. Thank you for watching. And of course, our wonderful DM, Emily.
I am currently putting an official request in to have someone Photoshop spray on abs.
Oh God, no.
I will give them a free D20 roll in the game, no questions asked.
Nice.
I need this picture.
Alright, let's just quickly go into some thank yous to Angela, who has made all the amazing character art you see on your screen currently, as well as the NPCs in this game. Thank you to Tom for making the music that you've been hearing throughout the game, and hopefully more as we go along. Mo, do we have any merchandise stuff?
Why, yes, we do. It's in the works, but stay tuned for sometime this month. We will be dropping something new, something fresh. It could be something to do with HubChat, you know? Look out for that hostess with the mostest. That Mo Chocolate fella is really cool.
Anna, could you please update us on social media stuff?
I would love to. As always, make sure that you are following us on all of our social media, Twitch, YouTube, X, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you come and join our Discord server and all of those great things. You know, we love to continuing to build our little community here and definitely have some, fun stuff up my sleeve that I'm going to be posting and getting together for everybody. And all that great stuff. Of course, our schedule is that we are here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with dice rolling at 7:30 for Chronicles of the Grand Nation, The Silent War. If, of course, you ever miss us live, those videos go public for everybody on Thursdays, but are available on Patreon. If you want to support us there, on Wednesdays, a day early, where you get access, as well as access to that 4-episode prologue with the tavern that we don't talk about, that we tend to talk about a lot. I think that's about it for right now. Oh, and Hub Chat on Fridays. I can't forget that. Sorry, Ma.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Hub Chat, please go check out the VOD of Hub Chat where they played a game this week or last week. 4 of our members got to play. Was it the last train in Wormtown?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, go check it out. A very fun time. And just one little last highlight to always remember to thank the DM for doing a lot of work for this game. All the maps are done hand by Emily.
Everyone.
So if you enjoy her work, please support her and show your love. All right, Emily, I'll pass it over to you.
Sweet. Did we lose someone? We did. They're back. Okay. So.
Nope, it just left on my end.
Oh no. There we go. Okay. So.
I'm not allowed to be the worm.
You're not allowed to be the worm. Would you still love me if I was a worm? Would you be my friends if I was a worm? I'll take that silence as an answer.
I mean, we did okay when you were the worm, so sure.
Like, if you were an actual worm, I don't think so.
Wow! I know where you stand now.
Well, okay, let's look at this logically. How many ants do you know? Thank you.
Yeah, I know my aunt.
No, A-N-T, not A-U-N-T. Damn it.
Xavier chose the bear.
I chose the bear. I am the bear.
That can be taken different ways. So
I mean them in all.
He's not Harry, so it
Everything.
doesn't count.
Oh, you can't do that.
You don't know.
If anyone's confused, by the way, Muffin decided to go to the library first as well.
Yes, you did message me. You were going to the library first instead of the church, so you went with Briac and Tess.
Yep.
So, moving past the Briac bear canonical conversation, with his spray on abs, we sent her.
Okay.
We sent her back into the city of city of Briac again. I swear to God. Okay, you enter back into the city of Bycrest, for a remembrance sake. This gorgeous city sits on the edge of a captivating landscape that transforms from a cozy village to the eerie expanse of the boil bed. So it's right on the edge of that swamp. It is a dense the swamp itself is a dense labyrinth of twisted trees, hanging moss, and murky waters. The air is thick with humidity and the croaking of frogs and the occasional distant call of some swamp creatures create this haunting atmosphere. But the hamlet itself is a cluster of simple cottages with thatched roofs, surrounded by patches of cleared land where residents grow essential crops, tend to small herds of livestock, and take up a lot of smaller skills like pottery using the rich mud from the boil beds. It is a rather murky atmosphere. It's one of those the humidity, your shirt, your clothes kind of stick to you, and you've got that sweat on the crown of your head. Even though it's not super hot, it's still humid, which is it's that heavy air that if you had asthma, you might have a little bit of a tough time in this city. But we shift over to Finn, Briac, and Tessera, who had gone to visit the library. As a recap, Zelina had gone and spent some time with the Ruby Guard and learned some very valuable information about her current standing with the law. And Van himself got ambushed by a scholar who got very excited that he was an Eladrin and was dragging him off to the library to study him. Or ask some questions, Not study like he's an experiment, but, just research, it's a new experience.
I was gonna do that walk where, like, she puts her hands on her head and walks backwards, looking at the two of them. So, what are you two gonna be looking up? I've got a few topics that I'm interested in.
Tess nods and she'll just say, oh, I was going to look into, anything I could find on the elemental planes, if I could find anything on, the Harbinger nickname, or my father.
Another thing we should probably look at is maybe stuff about the place we're about to head into, that sunken temple.
That could also be helpful.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Brehik, you were going to say something?
Oh, no, yeah, that's what I was also thinking about doing, is looking into this, finding any literature pieces to see if there was anything that we could better equip ourselves with. Maybe some knowledge about the geographical locations around that could give us an insight. I also, maybe some good joke books. It's been kind of dull on the road lately. Something to lift our spirits would be nice.
Since it's just us three, can I tell you guys a secret? And you can't tell Van. Because I feel like it's already driving him insane.
I nod.
Sure.
I do like the come here, like gesture, like huddle up.
I huddle.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dressel 100% talk to me.
Oh my god, we're still on this.
You heard him too, then?
I didn't hear him when you two were talking about it, but he talked to me when I wasn't having a good time.
But so
during one of the nights.
So you did hear him. Brehik gets this very suspicious look on his face as he looks in the distance.
I'm gonna look at to Sarah. Have you heard of him? Heard him talk?
She's like, well, no, I haven't, but aren't there magical ways to talk to animals or something like that?
Well, I don't know any magic, so that's why I was very confused.
He can speak beyond the magical means of understanding him.
So I was thinking, maybe it also might be something to do to check out books on the Fae, and maybe Fae creatures like Dressel.
To figure out why he can talk. Interesting.
I will discover his secrets. I promise you this right now.
Where is Lambert from? Exactly.
Well, I mean, I found him in Lexa, but I assume he came from, the elemental plane of Earth, I assume, and then wound up in the cave or mine where I found him.
I hold my hand out. May I hold him for a second?
He'll nod.
It's not like you used him as a talking token.
I know. Poor Lambert. Just gets past.
Don't forget he has a wig on too.
I pick up Lambert.
He's, like, he has the belt, and I need to express this. It is every time that you pick him up, it's like when you hold a dog above water and their little legs start going, but there's no water, but they still do the motion. So it's like when you're holding him, his little legs are still kind of walking.
I love Lambert so much.
I'm just examining Lambert and just there's no real place for a mouth, is there? I know that he has eyes, but
unblinking eyes. They are holes in a rock.
I'm not really knowledgeable about elemental thingies, do they talk usually, or are they always silent?
Just kind of thinks, I mean... She kind of shrugs. She's like, I suppose it can depend. I mean, I've been trying to work with Lambert on any kind of communication, but...
I'd sort of look at Brehik in case he wants to also examine or whatever.
I mean, Brehik just takes it on. That is baby boy, and he questions nothing beyond that.
As you should.
Here you go. I'll hand Lambert back.
Oh, goodness. Alright, we'll put Lambert back down.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Jingle,
He's like walking after you.
I hope Bron gets back soon, so I can have a helper.
So, you approach the library, and you see on the front, on this gorgeous plaque that sort of frames the entrance, it is called the Loonrath Accords, which you know is the name of the Sunken City. The Loonrath Accords is a grand ancient structure nestled in the heart of this small swamp hamlet. You see the building is constructed from dark enchanted stone that glimmers faintly if exposed to moonlight, giving it an otherworldly aura to it. The architecture is a blend of Gothic and arcane styles, with towering spires, intricate carvings of mythical creatures, and large stained glass windows depicting legendary battles and magical rites. The entrance is flanked by two massive statues of dragons, their eyes glowing with a soft blue light. The heavy wooden doors are adorned with runes that glow faintly as visitors approach inside. Upon entering, the library is a maze of towering bookshelves filled with ancient tomes, scrolls, and magical artifacts. The air is thick with the scent of old parchment, and there is a faint hum of magic constantly in the air. And you enter what is known as the Grand Hall, a vast open space with a high vaulted ceiling adorned with chandeliers made of floating enchanted crystals that emit a gentle ambient light. The floor is made of this polished marble with intricate patterns that seem to shift and change as you walk across them, and long tables with comfortable chairs are scattered throughout where scholars and adventurers of all kinds can study and converse.
Well, if we're looking for answers, this is probably the best place.
Eyes wide, glowing.
So they're just looking around at all the shiny things.
You would see, as you enter, there's like a desk sort of right by the entrance, and you see an elegant older elf with long silver hair and piercing green eyes. She wears flowing robes adorned with mystical symbols, and she regards you with a very curt nod. She's got like those very small librarian glasses like on the bridge of her nose.
Hello.
Welcome to the Accords. Can I help you find anything in particular, or are you just browsing?
Oh, I was actually about to ask if we were allowed to browse, because I know that I imagine some places you need to be a member or in some vein. Is that just, are you allowed to look even if you're not from here?
We welcome everyone to come in and browse our wares. We are one of the largest libraries and historians in the Crouzyan Empire. It'd be a crime to keep this information locked away from adventurers or just travelers. Though the library does work on a magic-based system, so should you wish for it, it will appear. Should you need it, it will always be there. If it is information lost to you, it can be found. It might sound cryptic at first, but whatever your heart is yearning to know, the Accords will find it. Or if you're wanting
this-
something more specific, I can help point you in the right direction.
So this would be a pretty popular library, yeah? Like a lot of people come to it?
Those who can withstand the humidity of our small hamlet here, but it is the
You watch-
largest one in the Empire.
As Muffin nods to herself and smiles widely. Do you accept books? Like, if I had a book, could I bring it to you guys to be distributed throughout?
Preserved. We will accept any literature, no matter how big or how small.
Wait,
uh,
any literature.
Brihik and Tessera can hear just under my breath. Good, I gotta continue writing my book again.
I love that. Brihik makes a mental note to ask to see the book.
Did you guys want to go first? Because I have actually a sheet of paper of stuff I'm looking for. So if you guys want to go first, go for it.
Oh, like an out of game list.
Yeah, I have a list that I'm going to be sending to Emily. Which I guess I can send now.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm sending that while you guys are talking.
You wouldn't happen to have any pieces on the sunken temple, would you?
The sunken temple would be in our history vault. Thorin should be able to assist you with that.
Alright,
And you see, she picks up a little bell and she kind of rings it. And you hear her, she says it in a normal voice, but you hear it sort of amplified throughout the entire library, almost like a thaumaturgy spell.
I was gonna say, she just cast that.
And
Does
she
she get
says,
Does she get shush?
no. And you hear this pleasant little bell go off, and she says, Thorin, please come meet our guests. They would like to learn more about the sunken temple. Thank you.
It's like we're in a convenience store.
Kind of.
Goodness.
What about you, Tessera?
Tess would just say, well, if you would just point me towards where I could find information on the history of the elemental planes, that would be all that I
That would
need.
also be Thorin's jurisdiction.
She nods.
I'll step up and show my paper and just say, these are private topics. If you don't mind, I'd like to go learn about that on my own.
If you're willing to browse, you're welcome to. And she would show you, she'd say, if these are the topics you're wanting to research, simply follow your heart and proceed down the hallways. The books will rearrange themselves to suit your needs.
I love this place. I still turn to the others. This place sounds amazing.
It's like a dream come true.
Tess nods.
If someone were to come to this library and look for me, would it be easy to find me? Or should I give you a note to be like, I'm this way?
You cannot get lost in the Accords.
Okay.
Damn, this place is...
Hopefully Braun doesn't get lost. I feel like he might have that special ability. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
I chuckle. Jeez.
Well, you two, I guess, are gonna wait for that guy, so... See you when we're heading out?
Actually, I am quite interested in looking around myself. You say that you just think, feel what you're looking for, and it will come to you, or you will find it somehow?
Yes. For though magic is sentient and magic is its own being, it will give the information that it feels you either deserve, want to know about, should know about, or have a right to know about.
Interesting.
If I had a tell, oh boy, that thing would be thumping. Then he looks at you and nods. Muffin is like, I don't think it would be all too bad to get lost in a place like this. I will absolutely try my best to do so.
And that's the last we ever see of any of these three.
Oh my god, you're not wrong. We're all just like, ooh.
Next time.
Oh yeah,
next
sorry Mo and Mike, this is our introduction to our 3 new characters we've been playing.
The next time you see Brehik, it will be like a Smeagol-ass Smeagol character hunched over books.
Yeah, they just all eventually come out, just like stacks of books. Like,
You mean just you and Barnes and Nobles?
listen,
Well,
that is
machine
justified.
tongue, knower of 10,000 things. And this is my library.
So, Tessera, are you gonna wait for the guy, or are you joining us?
I'll join you and browse.
We did
I know
just alert this guy.
you called the store associate and said, you know what, never mind.
Might as well browse while we're like, if it's just gonna come to us.
I guess you can, if that's alright, I look to the lady. Could you, ask him to find them? It feels kind of mean to just be
She has a kind-hearted smile. She's like, he will find you, don't worry. Go
okay.
enjoy yourselves.
I feel like, I'm looking at the others, I feel like we need to leave a donation. This place is too nice.
A little donation, their donation jar.
Yeah, is there a donation jar?
Not that you see.
We will find one if it is in our heart.
Okay. Muffin puts down a coin and walks off into the library.
You just put it
You
down.
feel the coin magically go back into your pocket.
Damn it! No!
And she gives you such a smile and goes, no littering in the library, thank you.
Oh, okay.
I get the feeling that probably happens a lot.
Probably.
But yeah, you can start spreading out and investigating.
Do we need to make actual checks to find books?
Nope.
Good, 'cause
So-
I have a -1.
Here's how this works. Is I'll go down the list, each of you, and you're gonna give me one topic. And the magic picks out information to the topic that it believes you want to know, deserve to know, or should know. And you will not. Basically, the idea is if magic believes that you're going to abuse it or harm it, it will not show you the information. Or if it believes through some otherworldly fate that cannot be explained through plot armor, magic here can only show you what it itself believes that you should or want to know.
And for the people who have sent you a list, do I only get to pick one topic?
For now, because this is a time-consumed thing.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
obviously, I'm not saying you get one and you're done, but for now, I'm gonna go to each person once, and then we'll come back around
Yep.
if we need to. So, we'll start with Muffin then.
Yeah, can I do a combined look of 2 and 3? That sort of thing? Could I look for a book that describes
Yeah.
that?
As the three of you start walking down this long corridor, and you see towers of books. When I say the ceiling is vast, it is a good maybe 20 feet high, 20, 30 feet, give or take. And you watch as books seem to fly almost like birds in the rafters.
God.
Fuck.
And as you are walking, you would watch Finn as one of the books falls out of the bookshelf and kind of lands right at your feet.
Alright, I think I got my first book.
And you pick it up. And the title of this book, if I can find it here, is Factions in the Crouzyan Empire, the alliance between the Arcanum Society and the Celestial Conclave.
Am I still with the others?
Yeah, you're all together down the hallway.
I wonder if we can borrow books. Or do we have to read them in here? Probably.
Well, if you take a look, you do notice in the back there is like a little checkout card, and you see that when you start reading a book, the little like punch card in the back of the book will magically fill your name in.
Oh.
And you see your name files right there, and you see like along with a big list of names, you see yours appear.
I love this place.
Ooh.
Roll me,
Well,
Muffin, really quick. I'm so sorry.
no, go for it.
Roll me a. What would this be? A history.
-1. 6.
Okay. You don't. Nothing Is it history? It would be history, I guess, technically. It might be perception more than history. As I am, I'm going to retcon that. Make a perception. Because I feel like history is not the right word for this.
Thank you. 25.
Jesus Christ. I swear, this is me trying to figure it out. So, because you notice one of the names on the back of the book, and I was like, is it because you're trying to remember the name, or is it because you happen to notice the name? Is where I was struggling.
Okay.
So, you do notice that the last person who checked this book out is a Mr. Archie Cardonal, which you think is a very familiar last name.
I'm bapping to Sarah and Breehook.
They have literally said their brother's name.
Yeah.
I'm bapping them right now. Like, guys.
What, Muffin?
It's
That name, look at it.
That? Oh.
that's their brother, isn't it? That's what they said.
Oh.
They always talk about their brother Archie.
So, does that mean he came this way when he went to the capital? Like, we're following his path?
Probably. We should probably tell them when they come back around.
Does it show, like, what books the people have borrowed? Or just that they've been logged?
If you are actively like, show me all of the books that this person borrowed, you would probably get all of the books that they borrowed.
Damn.
I do not know if you wish to do that with this name. I'm going to warn you right now.
So
what
wait,
we should
I'm
do...
so sorry. I'm sorry. Say that again. If what happens and what?
If
we
you
can look up the name of the book, like of the person who looked at the books, but he's probably looked at a lot of books.
Either that or it's all smut.
I won't confirm or deny.
So I feel like what we should do is once we finish what we're doing, maybe telling either the captain or general that Archie borrowed books here, because maybe, I don't know him, but maybe he's the type to leave messages through codes or something.
Maybe.
Possibly. That is a very good suggestion.
Anyway, I'll pat Breehick on the back. Go on, think of a book you want. See if you get one.
He desperately wants to stay on subject, but what's in his heart is telling him, look up a book on druidic magic, groves, and forest ancestry. He's trying to think, in his mind, he's like, okay, just think of the ancient sunken temple. Just think of the sunken temple.
Yeah, and you're looking, and you would find a book that says it would say Loonwrath. No, sorry, it would say Loonwrath History of Old. And you would see it, you get excited, you go to pull the book out, and it just doesn't budge from the shelf.
Look at Brihick.
Huh.
Hey, bud. You're not wanting it actually? Is this not what your heart wants?
I'm trying, like...
Also, sorry, Emily. Could you possibly write down the names of these books?
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is a very stubborn book. And he squints at the book.
And as you squint, you feel a secondary book kind of like fall on your head.
Oh! And I go to pick it up.
Yep, and you see on the cover, it says, Mother Nature and All Her Children. And the entire book is covered with vines and heavy, like shrubbery, almost.
Why does that sound like a picture book? Like a children's book?
It might just... Hey. Picture books can be for adults too. Some people don't like too many words.
True.
But he kind of like grabs at his head and then picks up the book, and his eyes just go like a cat looking at Christmas lights. Wide.
Alright, Sarah, your turn.
Oh God.
Sorry. Brihick, you were gonna say something.
Oh no, and he shows you the book. You both, like he holds it out forward.
Alright, well, Tess is definitely, so, he's thinking about, like, the history of the elemental plane, but she's specifically trying to focus her thoughts on, like, around, like, her father, the time she was born, and the Harbinger nickname.
And you would see several books start to glow.
Ooh.
This faint earthly yellow. One of them would float down to you, and it says, The War of Loonwrath.
Interesting.
Well, shall we go find a place to sit and read?
I look at the book, the Loonwrath History of Old, and I try to pull it again.
It comes loose.
Yes! See? And he pats his arm, like his muscles. I knew that training's been paying off.
Oh, fair. I want a second book. I focus real hard on my first book that I wrote down.
As you say that, like, I want a second book, you feel like 4 books kind of fall from the top shelf, and they all consecutively hit you in the head, like just like one after the other.
Okay, this isn't as many books as I wanted. Do any of them look like the topic I want?
One of them looks like it is one book is covered in rime, with a rigid spine and a white dragon on the cover.
Oh, okay. This book we're gonna read all together because I think it's about Delia.
You see another book that has like a set of prayer hands on the cover. That says it would say glory. Oh, where the fuck is it? Animal, and then where is it? It would say, here they are. It would say, glory to the eternal. And then you would see another book that says, so you want to be a Ruby Guard. And it looks like a trading manual.
I look at the others. Did anyone want that?
I think that's what's deep within your heart. Maybe.
I do respect Braun a lot.
Muffin! Smiling.
Is respect another word for like in your grove there, Brehik?
No, that's very surprising and honorable of you. A Ruby Guardsman.
Should we keep it?
I'd nod.
Alright. I'll give it to Braun when he shows up.
As you're like, you all have books and you're walking back probably to one of those long tables, you would hear the front doors like wham open, like an echo, and you hear a voice, a very higher pitched voice, saying, all right, okay, so we're gonna go all the way to the back, and then we're gonna go into the alcove, okay? And then I have a little, there's gonna be a magic door, and once we go through the magic door, we can move the bookcase and everything. And then I'm gonna have you lay on a table, and then I'm gonna get a scalpel. Now, I promise, I just want to get a few skin samples. It's nothing gonna be too heinous, I promise. But I just want to get, like, a little bit of a sample to, compare your skin type to another Eladrin. Because I've heard that Eladrins can actually switch up which seasons that they choose to mimic. And they are just going on and on and on as they are dragging Van through the front doors of this library.
Now, I was going to answer some of your questions. I have no intentions to give you any skin samples or to be cut.
Oh, no, I didn't say it'd be like a... No, I wasn't gonna cut you. I was just gonna, the cells, you have a set of, like...
What else is a scalpel for if not to cut somebody?
To scrape. Cutting and scraping are two very different tools.
Oh, hey everyone, how's it going?
I was about to say, can we hear them?
Oh, yeah.
Who is your friend, then?
Did she tell me her name?
She did. You made me write it down for you, too.
I did. Okay, let me check my notes. Oh, right. No. That one.
There's no
Lyra.
Lyra.
No.
Lyra.
I have like 4 names in a row, and none of them were correct.
Lyra is her name.
There it is, Starwind. It says, this is my new recent acquaintance, Lyra Starwind. She had some questions regarding Eladrin.
General.
Yeah, what's up?
Speaking of you guys, guess what?
There's literally 100 things I could guess, so I'm just gonna wait till you tell me.
Okay. Archie was here.
Oh.
There's a system that shows people who have borrowed books, and his name's there. So I was thinking, maybe if you wanted to, you could check out the books he's borrowed, because maybe he's left you a message or something.
Oh no, he definitely didn't leave me a message. If he wanted to, he would have done it in a very different manner. But knowing that he stopped by here is very interesting. What was the book that at least you found? I'm assuming there's quite a bit more.
This book, it's about the Crouzyan Empire and the Arcanum Society, as well as the Celestial Conclave.
I wonder if you read that because of the Archmage lady that's all tied up in the political business that he's working with or under.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe to find out more information regarding their alliances. I don't know. Anyways. Oh, I would look at Lyra. This is Muffin. You asked about a lot of adventures and stories about things that have happened. Well, she is the one you want.
Hello.
If her like a cat's eyes when they dilate on catnip, she regards you with like a beaming smile. And she says, I'm gonna want to hear everything.
I don't want to brag, but I was traveling with the greatest adventurer this world has ever seen.
You don't know how it happened, but you are now being dragged by the other hand, and you see Buffett and Van just kind of being pulled in the direction.
Nope. Bye, Finn.
Have fun.
Well, I guess
What?
this is happening. Anything else of dire note that I should know before this happens? Because I'll probably be in here a while.
She's surprisingly strong.
I need you.
Oh, if you are wanting somewhere quiet to read your books, you can also read them in my office. It might be less cluttersome, as she motions to the flying books on the ceiling.
Does anybody want to tell Van that Druzzle decided to talk to somebody else?
Do we?
That is between you and Finn. That is not my place. You heard what I heard, and we both know what we know.
Anyways, I will follow this lady until
Miss Nice Librarian Lady, if a Ruby Guard member comes into the library looking for me, tell them where I am.
Also
She
tell
gives
them
you
she's
a-
innocent.
That's probably a good clarification.
She gives like a kind-hearted nod, but she's also kind of looking at Lyra dragging these two innocent people away, just like, there she goes.
Remember us as we lived and not how we died.
Science experiments.
No, I was going more towards attempting various romantic pursuits in the... Never mind.
Science
Oh,
experiments.
She did offer Tess and Brehik if they wanted to read in her office, but if they want to read out in the corridor, that's perfectly fine.
Tess will probably follow to go read somewhere quieter.
Brehik, they probably have a fireplace for your mushrooms. Marshmallows. Sorry.
Waddle, 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 waddle. he was walking over to go read it.
Oh, you're into cooking, 1 second. And like you watch, she holds a hand up and she picks a book like out of the air that was in mid-flight and she holds it out to you, Brehik.
I take the book.
It is a book of various baking recipes. Specifically, it is ancient recipes from the fallen kingdom of Mungo.
Okay. What?
Mungo. You know the... Wait, that one's the Chill Island, right? That one's Hawaii.
No, the kingdom of Mungo
No.
is the
Oh! Yeah, the old one. Fuck.
really old one that fell like hundreds of years ago and doesn't really
Yeah.
exist anymore.
Oh.
Holy fuck, if there was a place to find out more. Because if I'm not mistaken, a lot of people, like, it's mixed what happened, right?
No one knows because no one can get in or out of Mungo.
Is that with 2 O's?
M-U-N-G-O.
M-U-N, yeah.
Ah, I gotcha.
Like mango, except with a U instead of a.
Or like mango with an O instead of an A.
God. But you all follow her to her office. While that is happening, Miss Zelina.
If she has a cadaver of a fucking Eladrin in here, I'm gonna actually have to say no.
It's just, Archie, just dead.
It's just Archie, naked on her fucking exam table. Just like, I didn't know we were having company. Not. Oh, fuck, Zelina. Zelina, what are you doing after your visit with the Ruby Guard?
After setting up, rooms, lodging, entertainment, recreational entertainment for the whole group, I would probably go look for Braun.
Braun would still be there.
So, Braun, what is it that you Ruby God members do when you're not on patrol?
You say that, and there's like 4 guards in the corner who start to do the like, ooh, and start like fucking elbowing the shit out of each other. Like, grown-ass children, basically. And Braun, pointedly ignoring them, will say, oh, typically all downtime is usually spent eating, drinking, training, amusing ourselves with pastimes. It's nothing stellar, to say the least.
Right, so boring stuff. So, well, we're gonna go check out the rest of the city. So let's go. Also, don't worry about that dossier that Cholita has. Most of it is not true. Well, actually, okay, maybe like 75% of it's true, but it's really not that bad.
He has a little bit of a, dossier? What?
Well, I'm from the Feywild. I'm not used to the custom that you guys have here. And so I did kind of get in trouble with certain people. Mostly the Order of the Silver Falcons, but...
I'm sorry. Come again?
Well, you see, they needed entertainment. I was a traveling bard. They didn't want to pay quite well, and then I kind of stole money that I should have gotten paid for. But it's all misunderstandings.
He does the deep breath and runs a hand over the front of his face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's better to not ask.
Or at least I told you, instead of you finding out later.
No, you know what? It's fair enough.
Besides, I do have to pick on one of your captains when they return. Well, she's the daughter of one of the ones that I kind of, mess with. But that's a different story. Come on, Braun, let's go.
That'll be a conversation for later, I guess. He you see him he goes back to the other guards, kind of shakes their hand, says that he'll be back later, and he'll go out with you.
Oh yeah. We're gonna go see the town.
Yeah. You go walk around the town. Again, it is a very quiet town. This isn't a town that's necessarily there's life, but it's simple life, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You would see down here, the Hillshire farms, which grow the basic crops needed in this village. Very, very sweet people. They would probably offer you, knowing that you're with Braun, they tend to do a lot of handouts for some of the Ruby Guards here, so they'd probably give you some potatoes or carrots, fresh vegetables to take on the road with you.
Oh, that's nice. I'd also ask if they have, horse feed.
Yes, they would. They would sell you horse feed.
Oh, Awesome. How much do they have?
They would have up to 15 days worth
Alright,
that they could spare.
I'll buy 10.
Alright.
Because I was down to 1 day's worth of feed for,
Yeah.
for my horse pulling our cart.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you left the cart at the, Ruby Guard.
Oh, yeah. Everything is at the Ruby Garden.
Yeah.
That's what we say.
You would see across the street here at number 5 is a tavern. You don't need to get rooms there, but it's a very popular drinking spot for many of the guards at night. It's a little more of a rowdy tavern, like the kind that you kind of, they replace the tables and chairs every once in a while when shit gets a little too out there.
Oh, boy.
You have the Loonrath University you'd see down here. The Loonrath University, if I can find the thing for it, it is essentially a university is stretching what this is here. It is more of a communal study area where the people in this village, this hamlet, go to study and practice various forms of magic.
Oh.
More like a wizard's playground, more or less.
Interesting. I would, as we're walking by, I would ask somebody, like, do you know where someone would go if they were looking for information on things?
They would point you to the Loonrath's Accords.
Oh, well, thank you. Come on, Braun, let's go find the others, because I know.
He would say, I know some of them went to the library already, so they might still be there, knowing the place.
Let's get there in a haste, because people can be lost in books for ages.
He nods, and as soon as you enter, once again, obviously this grand building, it astounding, right? Like high-end magic. And as soon as you walk in, the head librarian does like a double take when she notices Braun, and you see her lower her glasses a bit, and you see Braun kind of try to turn and walk out, like a little quickly.
I grab him.
Uh-oh.
I grab him. Like, now, Braun, what seems to be the problem? We're here to find our friends.
And you hear her, as I live and breathe. Braun Gorkez, it's been a while.
Brawny dear, is this one of your exes?
She fucking Brawny, I can't. Oh my god. He's like, what? No. And he kind of looks at her. He's like, "How have you been, Miss Moonwhisper?" And she nods and says, "I was his tutor, dear, back in the capital."
Oh, okay.
And Braun's just looking the other way, like I don't want to talk about this, because it's like you basically saw your teacher outside of school, is what this is.
Like, no need to be all hush hush, Braun. You can talk to your teacher if you'd like to.
We're here to find our friends. You should probably go find our friends first.
Well, that is right. We definitely should. Excuse me, ma'am. You wouldn't happen to know, where some of my colleagues are?
Was it a small tiefling, a deep gnome, and a genasi, and an Eladrin boy?
Well, the Eladrin is my brother, yes. The other three, yes, that's a lot familiar right there.
They went into the back room with Lyra. They should be reading and or working with her on some of her research.
Haven't heard that name before. Well, thank you very much, ma'am. I do appreciate it.
and she like looks to Braun. She's like, and we should really catch up on some of your studies. I am curious, did you ever complete that one paper I assigned you before you went off for training? And he's like, well, we're really busy, miss. It was lovely seeing you. And he just starts kind of pushing you forward a bit. Like, don't make eye contact.
I make eye contact with her as we're going down the hallway. Be like, what was the paper's name? I can make sure he turns it in for you.
You feel like a hand over your mouth and you are being, like, dragged away by it.
Well, you know, we'll make our way to her, well, I guess, Lyra's office or whatever.
Yeah. And you walk in, and I cannot imagine the fucking scene that you walk into. It is... You have Lambert trying to climb on a pile of books, Tessera probably reading those books, Bree Hicks probably doing like the happy kicky feet reading his book. You've got Van sitting on a table shirtless as she is like trying to take measurements of his fucking body. And then you got Finn, who's probably reenacting or telling all of these like adventuring stories.
Absolutely.
And there's a magic quill writing it all down.
As I see this, Zelina just goes, well, brother, I never knew you were such a exhibitionist.
That's what you're getting from this?
Well, unless this is what mother and father do, and they have one of their harems going along.
No. None of that is any of this. An exhibitionist would be fully naked, and we would be doing other things that I wouldn't let you walk in on if that other part was the case. No, I'm just doing a good friend a solid.
I see. Well, then
Oh, I'm that good friend.
I plan to walk in on an exhibition thing with my brother, because that would actually make me have to gouge my eyes out.
Oh no. That would be the worst thing possible. But anyways, Lyra, this is my sister, if you want to ask her the same thing you asked me.
The deep inhale. Just like, I have so many questions about your kind.
Right. Are you okay?
It's been a crazy day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, hi, I am Lyra. I am, okay, I guess I'm the scribe and translator here. I work, my specialties in multiple languages and, scribing information down on actual magical parchment. And I was doing some individual research on Eladrin, and I saw your brother, and I wanted to also ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Right. Depends on the questions that you're asking.
Don't worry, they're super simple. For example, do you know your genetic makeup and what specific ancestors and what bloodlines you're from? And if so, do they differ between courts, or is that specifically divided by magical territories?
Very simple. Easy. You should know
Easy.
this.
That is a very, when she does air quotations, easy question.
I thought I'd start off small, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, most of us are divided into territories.
She starts just writing stuff down. Just like crazy writing, like all of your information down.
Well, this is very strange. Well, guys, I found us lodging. It's not going to be in a tavern tonight. I got it for the low price of free. We're staying at the Ruby God headquarters here.
Oh, speaking of Ruby Guard, Braun, I randomly got this book for some reason. I handed him the Ruby Guard handbook.
He picks it up and he's like, oh, I remember this book. And he starts like flipping through it like fondly. Just like, oh yeah, I read this one.
Apparently I desire to be a Ruby Guard. Because that's how the books work in this place.
Oh, that's the case.
necessarily.
Of course, they have.
You see, there's a lot of information here. There's basic laws, there's the boundaries between territories. They talk about some major points of interest or certain troublesome points. They talk about different bandit outposts or,
snatched the book.
Oh.
And I start skimming through it.
Yeah.
Now you know all about it.
Yep. Look, Muffin has a -1 intelligence.
Yep, she's gonna be a Ruby God member, Braun, one of these days.
He has such a, like, I hope you do. Like, I genuinely think anyone can do it kind of smile.
This place gets us any information we want to know about.
Well, it's actually quite dangerous, actually.
Well, there are safety procedures in it. There are guardians that protect some of the more illegal looks of Braun. Unsafe knowledge. Also, the magic is sentient in its own right, so it's not going to give you information it feels you do not deserve.
No, when you say illegal.
Unsafe. I corrected myself.
Right. And I looked at Braun. Does she mean the thing?
No. And he gives you a look like, don't fucking dare bring it up.
Oh, if we're talking
Just had to
about
make sure.
those types of things, and you guys protect things, then I should probably give you this. And I pull out the ancient scroll of secret knowledge. I got this ancient scroll of secrets at a carnival for a bunch of shiny rocks. Here you go. As I hand her the ancient scroll of secrets.
She looks at it like, why the fuck would you have this?
Must be very careful with that. It's very ancient knowledge.
It is now in her hands, and I no longer have contraband.
We will make sure this is preserved responsibly. But her eyes are like sparkling.
Well, since a few of you are reading books, did any of y'all figure out anything about the Sunken Temple?
I'll point to Brehik. I'm pretty sure Mr. Brehik grabbed something about it, right?
Kicking his feet, reading, smiling.
Mr.
You can
Brick.
tell he is nowhere local on this planet.
I throw a ball bearing at Brick.
Huh? What? Oh, hi, Zell.
Yes, well, Muffin asked you something and you wasn't paying attention, so I had to get your attention.
Oh, sorry. Interesting information in this book. I am reading, look at the cover, Loonrath's History of the Old.
Mm-hmm. Does
Is
it
that
talk
the
about
book that
anything?
talks about the temple?
Oh, yes, it is. I have learned... Emily, save me.
I was like waiting. I was like, how far are you gonna take this? Are you just gonna start bullshitting and hope something sticks?
No.
So, to summarize this, you learn that Loonrath was once a city that resided on the elemental plane of Earth. It was a very profitable city that later got shifted to the material plane during the War of the Elementals. From there, Loonrath thrived for hundreds of years as denizens who worshipped many of the elemental lords and overseers were able to sort of live in their almost secluded society. And it would just go into, like, you know, they had their own finely crafted weapons. They were known for crafting magical artifacts. They were an extremely wealthy population that did trade with nearby settlements, and it was essentially almost like its own Aztec type of land, and that upon the fall of Loonrath, the temple was sealed away and could only be opened by someone who has a lineage from Loonrath. And you would also know from that book that there is a shaman in this town who protects the temple, as they are one of the only denizens left with blood ties to Loonrath. And that the reason adventurers don't always make it there is because the shaman does not find them worthy enough to enter.
Wait. So, this was of an earth elemental place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have an earth elemental who is just called the Harbinger. And you need somebody of that bloodline in order to enter.
Tess isn't an elemental. She's a genasi.
Oh yeah, that's right. Different shit. Sorry.
You do have Lambert.
But the shaman is from it, and potentially we could bargain that Lambert might be, and she can gain his.
You could go meet. Basically, if you would want, you would learn that if you want access to the temple, you'd have to talk to the shaman.
Oh my god, Lambert's the Rock Prince. But yes, I state all this to everybody.
Wonderful. Well, I learned that it's about a day's travel to get to the shaman. So, I'm gonna go to bed now, and I'm gonna wake up early, and I'm gonna head to the shaman's place to try and get his access. If you would like to join me, you may do so. If not, that is up to you.
To be clear, we gotta go. That's to get to the Sunken Temple, correct, Emily? We would have to go talk to the shaman to enter it.
Yeah, the shaman is a days out of the village of the city, Bycrest.
Van would say, "Well, that was what we all agreed upon to do. So I don't know why you would go alone."
Oh, well, because I was setting the time. But it seems some of you guys are busy at the moment, and know what they say, early bird gets the worm.
Or we could do it as a group rather than being real strict about it. We haven't had time off since the past 3 towns we went to, we've had issues.
Also, I'd like to get, supplies before we go in, because last time we were sort of caught with our pants between our legs. You know what I mean?
But my trousers never fell. I don't even wear trousers, in fact.
It's a saying, Mr. Brehik.
Oh!
Brehik,
Oh!
Do you at least have underwear on?
Well, I have a loin, yes.
A loin cloth, or just like a loin?
I don't want to hear about Mr. Brehik's underwear.
You also see him starting to get red talking about this. He's getting uncomfortable.
Anyways, we will all meet up when we meet up at there and see what we can do. Congratulations to Sarah. Your dirty knees might get us in. Pats you on the shoulder.
She glares. They're not dirty. It's stone.
Wait, hold on. I take a cloth. I wipe your knee. It doesn't go away. Oh shit, I guess you're right.
She just glares at you like, really?
What is Braun doing currently?
He is looking at some of the books that she has in her study. Just kind of like, I don't want to say minding his own business, but he's a little zoned out, kind of looking at everything.
He feels Muffin pull him down to the floor where she has her books.
Oh.
Alright, you read this one. I hand him back the Ruby Guard ring. I want you to let me know if you find any information about any bandits in... Would it be the Delia checkpoint, Emily, that we passed through?
No, it's the Rexumia.
There you go. So I will mention that a bit. Look at any bandits around that area of that checkpoint, and Muffin is going to check out her book on religion. Or, I guess, the Crouzyan Empire, Arcanum, and Celestial.
Yeah.
No, sorry, no. I'm sorry. The book on religion, the one with the hand, because that's about magic.
Okay, yeah, you start reading with him.
Yeah.
And what about the others?
Zelina would head back to the Rookie Guard place.
Gotcha. Alright, you head back.
Oh, I was fucking muted, damn it. I want to read Mother Nature's book about all her beautiful children.
Sure, roll me a perception.
I almost rolled persuasion, so that's not right. I'm gonna use my thing. My inspiration.
Okay.
Awesome. 13.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna text you one of the names you would spot in the back of the book.
Okay. Oh, hell. All right.
Van,
What's up?
what are you doing?
I have a book request.
Okay.
Am I done with her experiments?
Yes.
Okay. She's busy fucking furiously whatever the fuck she's doing over there in the corner. I would like books on the fallen princess. You are really quiet after that, damn.
No, I'm thinking you would get a book that would have the history of the royal family.
Okay. Interesting. What's in it? Just from like a general sense.
It would outline the detailed history, and I'm gonna still go through some of your books with you. The royal family, it basically details how the emperor... Actually, let me just pull up my actual fucking notes, because I have those. Excuse my language.
Did you leave the room to get that book, or did you get it while you were in here?
Good question.
You can get it in here.
Cool. While she's looking it up, you feel a tug on your on your pants or your shoes.
Look over at you.
Muffin does the sparkly eyes. Can you tell me if the princess is dating anyone? She smiles.
Well, this might be a morbid joke, but I think the fallen princess is dating no one. But if you're referring to the other one that is still alive,
I'm referring to the very, very pretty one.
Well, they were both very pretty, in my opinion.
What?
I just want you all to remember what Finn drew in that one contest.
Yeah.
Art contest.
Yeah.
She just smiles at you.
I will check. The GM is gonna let me know if that information's in there, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you see, once again, the portrait for the royal family.
Yeah.
There they are. you learn about Emperor Aldrich Valorian. He is known for his gallant and charitable nature. He is perceived as a symbol of hope, peace, and prosperity for the Crouzyan Empire. His reputation as a loving father and husband is widespread, especially after the tragic loss of his eldest daughter in a conflict with the Federation of Izarnia. In his youth, Erdrick was a valiant cavalier knight, leading the Crouzyan military to victory in numerous battles. His prowess in combat and strategic brilliance earned him the loyalty of his soldiers and the admiration of the Empire. However, however, the years have transformed him into a more cunning and politically minded leader. The tragic death of his eldest daughter became a turning point, marking a shift in his public image. This grief-stricken emperor uses this event to solidify his role as a systematic figure. So, he became even more of a leader after her death. Empress Serafina Valorian is perceived as the backbone of the Empire, a symbol of love, commitment, and devotion. Her rare appearances during major holidays reinforce the image of a dedicated empress supporting the emperor in his rule. Her early days were filled with dreams of a chivalrous emperor who would love and protect her. When she had met the emperor, she was madly in love, and they ruled together for several years before their two daughters came into place. Their oldest daughter, Alara, was a rambunctious spirit, eager to break. Wait, am I reading something? Hold on. Oh, yeah, sorry. Their youngest daughter is known as a rambunctious spirit, seeming to get into mischief. Yeah, she seems to get into mischief more often than not. There isn't a lot about Alara, which is the youngest one. It doesn't mention, like, any sort of dating. It doesn't mention political alliances of any sort. Like, there's almost very little information on her. But there is a lot of other information on Elowin, who had a carefree balance of grace and humility to her, possessed a natural charm that drew people to her, making her a beloved figure both within the court and among the common folk. Her intelligence was matched only by her kindness, and she dedicated herself to mastering the arts of diplomacy and statecraft. She was driven by a sense of duty to her people, fostering a deep empathy that guided her decisions. Born into the royal family of the Crouzyan Empire, she was groomed from a young age to embody the ideals of a perfect princess. She excelled in her studies, displaying a natural aptitude for both magic and leadership. As regarded as the crown of the empire, she garnered adoration from the people, her reign promising an era of prosperity until it was swiftly taken away upon her death.
Interesting.
So there's not much about Alara. You're saying there's a chance.
So Van would at some point look at you, Muffin, and be like, well, it doesn't say she's dating somebody at the moment of any type. I don't know how this
like
book is,
Brehik,
but...
like Brehik with reading like his book, you now see her swinging her legs and just like wiggling like
Oh dear, you seem to have found a crush, haven't you?
she's so pretty.
Well, she is, but do you know anything else about her that would give you more of a crush?
I don't know a lot about the Crouzyan Empire. I only really just got here.
Well, same. That's why I'm reading this book. He holds up the book.
What's she like?
Well, that's the interesting thing. There is not a whole lot of information regarding her, and I don't know if that was intentional, given what happened to the older sister. But from what it said, she appears to be rather rambunctious and... I can't think of another word. Naughty, but not in the way that others might take it. Like cranky?
I sort
Like
of
she does
crawl
pranks,
up
maybe?
to... I crawl up to Bron, because we're both on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Bron.
Yes. Muffin.
When we get to the capital, I'm gonna need a huge favor.
And what's that?
Can I meet the princess?
You know, I've worked with Alara before.
She's smiling, sparkly eyes. Don't break her.
You could always just ask me about her.
But I want to learn from her.
He has a sigh of like, I can't say anything. He's too good for that. And he kind of pats your head a bit. He says, I will do everything I can to get a meeting. How's that sound?
Fist bump.
She could use some friends. I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
Oh, well, there you go.
Going into Brihik, you're still reading your books. The Druid magic mostly goes into, a lot of it is theories you already know. A lot of it is reiterating the teachings that you yourself have also demonstrated. But it would be a different perspective on it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. For you, Finn, reading about the religion and stuff, it would just go into the eternal. It goes into like what he stands for, how different people are devout, worships, the various like clergy in the Empire.
Does it say anything about being becoming a cleric or a paladin or anything of that sort of vein?
Anything on the clergy side, a lot of the text is going to tell you the same, where it says only through, pure devotion and devout worship can you become worthy of a god's affections, and even then, when you are blessed by a divine being, it's only by the grace of them and their order, and you are serving for them. They don't give you power, you serve in their name.
Yeah.
And it mostly just talks about find Jesus, basically. Pure Book of Mormon stuff.
This is specifically about the Eternal, though, right?
Get baptized in
Yes.
water.
Okay.
And Tess,
Yeah.
you have a book on the War of Loonwrath.
I do.
Talks about you go to okay, so you go to open this book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of the pages are blank.
Oh.
And looking through the pages, you would see some ink starting to run through the pages, almost as if the pages got wet and are dripping with ink.
Uh-oh.
And you see this dripping ink start to shift and form into words.
Ah.
And the words spell out. It says, go receive the prophecy. And nothing more. Each page you turn to says the same thing.
She's just kind of turning through the pages as they all say that, maybe the next one will be. Nope.
No, they're all cryptic.
He just sighs. He's like, why am I not surprised that I can't just get a straight answer?
But those would be all of your books, as probably doing all of this reading, sharing all this information, it would take you a good majority, if not the rest of your day, really, to go through all of this. For your sake too, Muffin, Ron would point out and highlight a few different bandit camps, like, within the Crouzyan Empire for you. Ones that would stand out. The book on Delia would talk about the general history of White Terror.
This one.
Huh?
Because this isn't a private one. I want everyone to be like, all right, guys, I'm gonna read the Delia book if anyone else is interested.
Oh, right.
I look at Van specifically like, remember that I need your help with a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would go into the White Terror.
Let me get at least a +1 bow before we go fight the Gutworm, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it would give you, canonically, all of the history of Delia. It would go into the, it would go into the White Terror. So, if I can find this here. Delia is a mysterious and frigid realm, a small nation nestled between the imposing Crouzyan Empire and the majestic divine Empire of Rexumia. This land is shrouded in desolation and surrounded by towering mountains in a place of harsh climates and forbidding landscapes. Their boundaries are marked by icy peaks and treacherous rocky paths, deterring all but the most daring travelers. The population, though dwindling, persists in scattered hamlets and secluded monasteries. The heart of Delia is governed by Moonglade the White Terror, a formidable white great worm who resides in Hita, and whose rule is characterized by an iron grip on the land. The populace, hardened by the harsh environment, views outsiders with suspicion and animosity, fearing that any foreign influence could further jeopardize the fragile balance that they maintain. Their legal system is resolute, and the law enforcement is a norm in this unforgiving land. Criminals are sent to face judgment in Delia before being banished to endure the remainder of their lives as monks in the heart of the frozen wastelands. Roll me a perception, Muffin.
Yeah. 13.
That's good enough. The last person to check this book out was a Mr. Garland Mira.
She literally just begins like screaming.
What type of screaming?
Like like someone who's just met their like idol.
Oh, I thought it was just the angry, upset screaming, but the like fangirl.
No.
Got it.
Yeah, fangirl scream.
Oh my god.
Who's nearest to Muffin currently? While
Probably
she's reading this out.
Because you're on the floor.
Alright, Brehick, I'm sorry. You get like the most aggressive baps on your arm, like, Mr. Brehick, look!
What? Ow!
It's Garland.
Oh!
My body borrowed this book.
That's right! Oh, look at that! I'm so happy. He gives you a big hug.
Did we learn this girl's name? Like, I know Van did, but did we?
Yeah, she would have introduced herself.
Okay. Miss Lyra?
Yes.
Do you recognize this name? I point to Garland.
Sorry, I don't. A lot of people come and go from here.
He would be very recognizable. He's very handsome. He has dark armor. He has a big old sword. Like real big.
Yeah, I'm afraid I don't. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. She's swinging her legs extra now.
But that is all the information that you would get up until late into the night. Zelina, going back to the outpost, going back to the Ruby Guard training outpost. What are your plans for the day?
Exactly what time of day is it right now?
You kind of went back late afternoon, like around like 3ish maybe.
Okay. Going there, she would probably head to one of like the training grounds where they have the practice dummies. And pulling out her rapier, she would just be doing the fundamentals of striking and parrying.
Yeah. You start training. Some of some of the Ruby Guards are also still training. A few of them might even stop to offer if you want tips, and some of them would help coach you on some of your training.
I asked them, do they know how to do... No.
What?
I was thinking like, hey, yeah, do you know how to do, the face step? This is how we do fighting the face. I mean, I'm like, nah.
I thought you were gonna go a whole different route. I thought you were gonna be like, do you know how to do the huck tour or some shit like that? Is right. I thought it was gonna come out of your mouth.
I'm not making that canon.
Oh my god. But no, they would spend the rest of the day training with you. They would invite you to like drink, play cards, essentially hanging out with a lot of the guards here.
Oh, they're playing cards. I'm definitely.
Oh yeah. I am assuming you're all staying the night at the Ruby Guard outpost then.
Nah. I don't want to sleep in a barracks with
something-
a bunch of other people.
Alright, so you want to go to the tavern?
Yeah. So I can have
Okay.
alcohol and food and a bed.
As we're
Alright, so-
leaving, I'm going to quickly test something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to sort of think in my head, or at least say it, just so they know what I'm doing. Garland Mihra. I'm opening my eyes to see if any books move or anything. I'm gonna say no. No books move.
No books move.
Okay. Maeve Kinbrook.
Nope, no books move.
I was hoping if I thought of a person specifically, maybe I'd get more information, but I guess not. So you're going to the tavern, General?
Yes, I feel like I said earlier, we're all at a moment where things aren't immediately exploding until obviously we go to the Sunken Temple or whatever, and I feel like having a little bit of taste of civil life before going back out into the woods again.
Where are you guys gonna go, Rock Queen, Mr. Brick?
Wait. Huh? Oh, did you say my name? Sorry, Finn.
Yeah, where are you gonna sleep? Are you gonna sleep at the barracks, or are you gonna sleep at the tavern? Or I'm gonna go back on the roof. Like, I know it's a different tavern, but I'm gonna do the roof thing again.
Well, to be quite honest, I was also going to do the same. Smiles wide.
Rock Queen, I know you probably want to sleep in a bed. What about a sleepover on the roof?
She thinks about it for a minute, and she's like, as lovely as that sounds, I think I might prefer a bed in the tavern.
Alright. All right, Mr. Brehik, hold on. How tall is this tavern before I jump?
2 stories.
Okay, I should be fine with my jump ring.
But if you are all getting a room at the tavern, it is going to be 9 silver a person. So each of you would have to pay 9 silver.
What about the people who are sleeping on a roof?
9 silver.
Yeah.
With that.
They know we're on the roof?
Yes, they will chase you off the roof if they have to.
They're like,
Fine,
what's
we can
baiting
find-
you to the roof?
It's okay. We can find another roof.
I pay my 9 silver.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give the silver.
I put down the silver.
Well, I find the odd man out. I'll put down.
Well, you don't need to. I technically paid for a room.
Oh, true. We would be sleeping together.
All right, on the roof.
All right, so the 4 of you bed down in a tavern with a warm meal, some drinks, some entertainment. Again, it is a very rambunctious tavern that consists of people getting into quarrels, definitely a few shoving matches, a few drunkards. It is very rowdy, very lively. You hear a few glasses break throughout the night.
Nice.
It's not dangerous, but it's definitely rough, if that makes sense.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Like, it borders the rough. Like, they're not exactly having fist fights, but, like, you feel like they could.
They could if they wanted to.
They could if someone wanted to throw the first punch, they could.
Perfect area to be in.
And Zelina, you are bedding down at the barracks for the evening, or?
Yep, that is correct.
Alright. So after your training, you play cards, you probably would drink and hang out with some of the guards. Braun would be staying at the barracks, so Braun would be staying with you.
Mm-hmm.
He has his
knowing
actual
that
room there.
No one came back to.
He would tell you that the others went to the
Yeah.
tavern.
I'm gonna say, well, none of them get to play in the obstacle course. No one gets to use the training room facility, and then she goes to bed.
Yeah, and you
I
all
totally would have loved that.
She mentioned it to you when you were in the
I know.
stadium.
I know. If we stay here another night.
Nope, she's cutting everyone off.
We could literally just go over there and do it, like, in a
No.
different point in time.
No.
Sorry, Zelina's claimed it.
I
She did.
mean, Zelina with her 72 misdemeanors. I don't know if she has the authority to tell us if we can or can't.
72 misdemeanors.
Mhm.
So
You don't know how
we're
many misdemeanors I got, so technically you don't know that.
No, I
They're
know.
untimed parking tickets.
So, as you will bed down for the evening, we're going to take our break here. So, take your breather, go to the bathroom, drink some water, and we'll be back shortly.
Bye-bye. Hey everybody!
Welcome back!
Woo!
Here we are, once again, back in Bycrest as all of you bed down for a long rest.
Did we get that long rest?
In the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
You have a wonderful dream of butterflies in meadows and swamp
I had a wonderful
people.
dream of the princess.
Yep, you all have a wonderful. You can all click the long rest button.
This is PG-13.
You know-
We can't talk about that dream you had about the princess.
The art that Angela sends me, though.
Dude, I wouldn't mind that fan art.
Angela, just saying, like, I'm just saying this, Angela. Muffin and the princess, like, come on.
God.
Anyway,
Don't add fuel to the fire that is inevitably there.
so, just judging by the map handout, is the blacksmith the only shop in this place?
Yes.
Okay. Can we buy potions there?
Let me check.
This music only shop. Is there also general goods?
Yeah,
There-
pretty much.
Yeah, there's no general goods. Sorry, I'm checking a thing. Yes, you can buy potions.
Okay. Just for the sake of brevity, does anyone want to buy potions? I'm gonna buy one more potion, because then I'll have 5.
I think I'm okay on potions at the moment.
I have one, and I'm fine with that.
Xavier, Mo?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm looking at one. I think I'll be fine. I should be fine.
Alright. General, I have a good selection of potions. Would you like some?
Well, didn't we give them all to you because you could move the quickest?
No, these are just ones I've bought. I don't know if you've really given me any in a bit.
Well, I mean, if you bought them, I can't take them from you.
DM, I would like to slip 2 potions of healing into Van's back.
It's up to you.
Yep, I've slipped 2 into him, into his backpack.
Alright.
You perception again?
I did. Roll a sleight of hand.
Sure thing, Al. How about a 14?
I would like to, I will take the potions if it means I can give them to other people, because that's the only thing I'm going to use it for. But he stares you in the eyes the whole time you do it. You said 2?
Actually, General. Yeah, I gave you 2. Can Dressel feed them to someone? Just by tilting his head, pouring it into someone's mouth?
Well, I don't think he has the capabilities of uncorking it without spilling it everywhere.
Ah,
He
dang.
doesn't have thumbs. Even though he can
That's
talk,
fair.
he doesn't have thumbs. Look at Dressel.
Dog man, he's just sitting there, waiting to go.
Uh-huh.
Just a dog.
Just a dog.
So are we all expecting this place to be really trapped, Captain? Captain?
Zelina's waiting. I don't know if you guys are up yet, but she's been waiting at the gate for you guys. I don't know where you
Oh, I assumed because we're at the map we were all together now.
Are we, Emily?
I mean, yeah, you get your stuff and you head out pretty swiftly.
Zelina would not be listening to me.
All right. Mr. Brehik, you read the book then. We're expecting traps.
Miss Emily, I assume yes, right?
Possible. It's possible they could have put some magic protection there.
Dude, that's garbage. Find traps is a shit spell.
God damn.
I'm sorry, I'm still getting my spells.
No, yeah, it's valid. It was just so fun. It's like, that is a shit spell.
It's the second level, no concentration, no ritual. It just instant 120 and then go bye-bye. Like, aw, fuck your mother. Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna pat to Sarah and be like, well, you're gonna have to be our eyes in there, Rock Queen.
You know, yeah, I'll be able to keep an eye out for traps. It's fine.
I would also point out. Oh no, continue. Sorry.
No, that was also just saying at least best I can.
I would also point out, Braun would have stayed back at the barracks.
Yeah.
Zelina, when you had left in the morning, he would have told you that he was staying back to work with some of the new recruits. And that if anything happened, like, to come back and get him.
She would give him a pat on the head and say, "You do your job."
He's gonna feel so bad when none of us come back.
Yeah. We just forget him here. Keep going.
Oh no, I was gonna say we all die.
Oh, well, that's fair. Also, question.
And
Did the bandit guy already left, correct? Just to make sure.
yes,
He left before we got to Bycrest.
he left as soon as you entered Bycrest.
Gotcha. Alright. All alone again?
But he would also tell you, Zelina, to not die. And to basically stay safe.
I will do my best.
Yeah. And you spend the rest of the day walking. You wouldn't get to the shaman's hut until sundown. Like, the sun is setting. Like, it is low light. Is there anything you would like to do or say or talk about in that time?
Nah, man. Just scout it out to get food as an outlander and a ranger.
Yeah. Let
So
me.
let's quiet the whole trip out there.
Setting up a map real quick. Okay. Alright. By the time you get there, it is late afternoon. I am very proud of this map, mind you. I worked very hard on this one specifically, so I'm very proud of it.
Ooh.
You still use incarnate, right? When you do this, or is this a different
Yes!
one? 'Cause
No, this is all incarnate.
The very few times I have ever made maps for incarnate never reached this level, and I don't even know where you would go on it to do this.
You could make some nice
Yeah.
ones on there.
If you are ever needing some maps, our lovely DM, here, Emily, you can always commission her to make you some.
Thank you. But you would see a pathway that leads deeper into the boil beds, and you would see the shaman's shop down here. The hut. The shaman's hut would be down here.
Ooh.
Careful for booby traps.
There aren't no boobies yet. A little bit later.
Can I?
4, 6, 8, 10. Literally.
Can I kind of keep an eye out for traps as we're like approaching?
Yeah, if you want to make an active perception, you can.
Perception
It's a
or
perception?
investigation? Oh, I was gonna say, was it investigation?
Well, if you're keeping an eye out, perception. If you're actively, like, looking for traps, like you're checking in the dirt and shit, that's gonna be investigation.
I will be keeping an eye out then, because, yeah. Natural 20.
Damn.
When's got that?
Yeah, I mean, you keep an eye out. There is a eeriness around this bog. A kind of like an unnatural quiet with a faint humming of bugs and maybe some birds in the distance. It's not the eerie quiet that you would remember from East Hollow, but it's a little unsettling just being in a bog in general. Like, it's not the most pleasant place. I'm trying to find a thing. Because, yeah, you are actively in the middle of the boil beds, is what this swamp is called. And you approach the shaman's hut, and anyone with a passive above 14, which I think is Van, Finn, Zelina, and Brehik.
Yes, sir.
Like everyone but Tess.
But Tess. Notice that the door is slightly unhinged. Some of the wood splintered and fractured, and it hangs open ajar.
We notice any signs of conflict?
Do you look inside?
Sure.
You peek inside. The entire house is ramshackled. Beds broken in two, rafters from the ceiling splintering and split, broken pots, shattered drapery, destroyed furniture. It is ramshackled, and there is no shaman in sight.
You mean ransacked?
Same thing.
Well, that sucks. Would you like me to do a big old scope to see what happened, or are we just leaving?
Yeah, I'm also looking for footprints.
Yeah, well, I think checking it out would be good.
Well, alright. He cracks his back. Emily, may I make a survival check to try to see what may or may not have transpired here? Or how long ago it may or may not have transpired?
It sounds like you're all trying to do that, so if you want to make me a group survival, you can.
Yeah.
Or whoever's participating.
Sure.
Again.
I will fuck myself.
Huh.
You have
I don't know about survival,
He used it.
but
Oh, he did?
we'll see what happens.
I might use
My +0.
my...
Just wait until we get all the numbers out.
Nah, I gotta do it
I
because
was
we're
about
at
to
3
try to do it.
potentially, so I'm gonna use...
I was gonna.
Well, I guess it depends if Selena's making a roll.
She's not. She's leaning on this tree, waiting.
Xavier, do you want my inspiration?
It would probably help us to not get
Not one. Yeah.
fucked. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got it.
Okay. Thank you, beautiful. I
First
got a
compliment
14.
I've had in weeks.
Ah, god damn it. Well,
Hey,
it's the same.
14.
It's well, I accidentally did perception, but it's the same modifier as my survival.
I see. Okay, it's the same modifier. So 14, 19, 8, and 14.
As we comb through the jungle.
Yeah.
Alright, that's 3 passes. So
Yeah.
DC was 12. As you spend a few minutes looking through this shaman's hut, you find that the floor is worn in. You would see footprints, 2 sets of footprints leading outside the cottage. it is evident that someone was taken from the hut in some sort of altercation. And you know that the tracks lead deeper into the boil beds.
How long ago does it, or can we tell?
About a day ago.
Like Emily, you said like a day ago. Like, and if we would have left yesterday, we probably could have prevented.
No, not necessarily. Like, they probably still would have been ahead of you. But you could range anywhere from like a day to maybe like day and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So, Van, noting this, will say, well, its trail's not entirely cold, but we may or may not find them deeper in, which is where we were going to go anyways. Well, I thought we were going to go to a town without any of those weirdos coming to mess with us, but hey. I will look at to Sarah and Finn. Since
Hello?
they were the ones who wanted to go here a lot more. Oh, yeah, you're here.
I'm sorry? You were asking something about Finn?
Oh, I was about to, yeah. He would look at you guys. So do we want to do this quietly? Do we want to do this as a let's rush after and see if we can catch up kind of thing?
I mean, we don't.
About these bugs?
I didn't hear what either of you said. What?
Go on to Sarah.
Oh, I thought we was gonna say. Well, we don't really know what might have taken them, so probably best to do it at least a little quietly.
I look at.
Yeah. I was pretty much gonna say sort of the same thing. Do we know what's like in these places, the bog? Is it like, are there creatures in the water?
Well, there can be, ranging from crocodiles, snakes, and other things, but we see footprints here, meaning that it was at least a humanoid. Emily, did they have shoes on?
Yeah, but I mean, both parties seem to have shoes of some sort.
Okay. Brehik, you're the one who read up on the book, right? Didn't you say something about in order to be let in, we had to have a thing and a bloodline and talk to the shaman here, but if we don't, are we gonna get struck down by some higher power or something?
I don't think I read anything about
Yeah, to clarify, it was basically like you couldn't physically get access to the temple without someone from the bloodline.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
More like them as a person was a key to get in.
well, let's hope that our Earth bloodline thing, pats to Sarah on the shoulder, is right here and we've got the key. So it looks like we're gonna try to do this quietly then.
Yep, let's try and do that.
Alright.
Mr. Brehik, do you have anything that can make us more quiet this time, or is that not in your repertoire?
Repertoire.
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 If we haven't encountered anything yet, I don't know if I want to bust out with the second level spell off the back.
You don't have to, man.
So, for reference, I guess, because you did read the book, the temple itself is another day away.
Ah.
So we'll have
It
another
is
long
2
rest
days
before
from
reaching the
town,
temple.
1 day from the shaman's place.
Well then, shit. As he
Alright.
eats his marshmallow and starts muttering some things in Sylvan, and a gust of like dark clouds just come over us.
Alright.
Walking fart cloud. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
31.
yeah.
30.
Please let me roll nicely.
because I keep fucking forgetting that I can do this. I'm gonna cast guidance. God damn it.
Ooh, wait, am I not allowed to
Oh.
do it this way anymore? Can I not click on
Jeez.
this sheet and just do...
Oh.
Hold on.
Who'd you guide, by the way?
Well, that's an 18 plus 4. Wow.
Plus 10.
Yep, plus 10 to 32.
Huh.
Jeez. 32.
Did they,
Those are like
30.
Nico numbers.
they got rid of being able to roll straight from the Beast of the Land sheet.
There's been a few things. They also messed with the saving throws.
Yeah.
There was an update the other day.
That's weird. Alright, I gotta do it manually. Give me a second for it's plus 2. Wow. 26.
Alright.
Also, Brie Hickenmuffin, you get treat today.
Snacks? Snacks?
Snacks. You said that with so much gusto. Like it was from your chest.
Will always accept snacks.
And you can start walking.
I'm eating my snack while I'm
I
walking.
am making you walk this map. I did not design this entire map for you to stand there in one spot.
I know. I was gonna drink. Gosh dang it, man.
As I'm still
also
doing the
totally-
perception check,
I'm totally messing with you.
I'll move forward.
One step at a time.
I mean, could
You said you're making another perception muffin?
Do I need to make another one? Because I made the.
I would
next one
have you
before,
roll
which-
another one.
You're a monster, but I accept. 13. I'm confident.
You barely got it.
What?
Ha!
So
Ha!
you are stealthed, so you're not
Mhm.
ambushed. And nothing's attacking you right now because you're all stealthed.
Uh-oh.
But I see something.
Oh
Oh.
god!
Well,
Frogs!
Giant fucking frogs everywhere.
I hold out my hands. General, there are frogs.
Like giant toads, and you see them like submerged so that only their beady eyes are like above the surface of this marsh. And you're like, you see a few rocks and some mossy foliage, and like you stare at it for a hot minute, and you're like, that's camouflage. That's not a rock, that's a frog. Like, that is like a 10-foot frog. A toad, specifically. Sorry. 2 different categories. They are a toad, specifically.
Have they seen us?
They do not, because you are stealth.
I will then point them out to the rest of the group. Let's do this
we,
quietly.
Did we get the jump or just try and sneak on by?
Well, they're a part of the ecosystem, and unless they attack us, there's not necessarily a reason to kill them.
Alright, let's go real quiet then.
Like, I guess Emily, for a ranger perspective or a nature perspective, these things aren't ridiculously close to town. They don't pose a threat to the people there unless they come out here, correct?
Out from town by like in the middle of the boil beds.
Yeah.
They're pretty native here.
Yeah, nobody's gonna fucking do that, so this should be fine.
I will
Can
say,
I-
there is a
sorry.
random bone you do find in the middle of the marsh.
Bo?
Like, they have eaten people before that have come out here, but they're not, you know, it's the idea of, you know, if you're coming out here at your own risk, like, they do eat people.
No, I
They
know.
do kill, but
no,
they're-
that's fair, but that's if you come out here at your own risk.
Yeah.
They have you said a boat or a bow?
Bone, B-O-N-E.
Oh, a bone. Okay, that's not the word at all.
Like, there's a random, like, femur in the middle of the marsh.
just chilling.
Is it that one thigh
Keep
bone
on
from Straw?
stealthing.
Yes.
But can I have a prepared bow attack in case I feel threatened?
You can hold an action.
Define your
Yep.
threat.
Define the threat.
I am the threat.
It is a frog jump scare. Yeah, and you guys can keep walking. I'm not gonna force you to do the whole snake. I wanted to show you the
We're
pretty
doing
map.
No, it's fine, bro. We're almost to the end of the full snake already. There's
Yeah.
no point.
The marsh is definitely a little gummy, like on your shoes, like Zelina. You're definitely getting a little bit of some mud on those boots of yours. And as you head deeper in, the air gets more humid, more thick, more heavy, kind of oppressing a bit. And you would have another day of travel. It is, like I said, you did arrive here when the sun was setting. So you'd probably get to walk another 2 hours before you'd have to rest. Or you can try and go through the night and get exhaustion.
Well, don't we get a save against
We
the
roll
exhaustion?
again? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just about...
Is it a save? I always forget.
Yeah, it's a save and it gets higher each time you go without a sleep, but...
Gotcha.
I don't know
What?
if
I have a +3 con.
Yeah.
And if history has taught me anything, when I fucking roll con saves, for some reason, I almost always fail goddamn concentrations. So,
I mean, I would vote for just taking a rest. If they already have a day ahead of us, they're probably either one, already at the place, or two, we're too late. So,
Right.
I say day. Take the day.
yeah.
Take the rest.
Zelina, any comment on that?
No, if you guys want to rest, I know we can rest. She's still quiet this whole trip.
I have also noted that. There's something, yeah, something's wrong.
Alright, if you're willing to rest, you can go bed down and you can roll your dice. I was just curious, I was trying to find the DC for it.
it's 10, and then I think it goes up 5 every
10.
rest.
I'd have to look at it. Yeah. But you are resting, so you can take your long rest and press your long rest button. And if there's anything you want to talk about, now is the time.
Nothing of note. I would definitely keep a better watch, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Zell. Guess I would go sit next to you.
She's quiet.
Is everything okay?
No, but it's all right.
Would you talk to me about it?
No. Pretty much things will start to sort themselves out in a minute.
That seems ominous.
Quite ominous.
If I were to pester and prod a little bit more, would that irritate you further?
Who knows? Where'd you sleep at the other day?
On the roof of a tavern.
I see.
Smiling, not picking up on any notes. Oh, and you slept in the guard's barracks, correct?
Well, I mean, I did try to get it for everyone so we could use their facilities to help train and stuff, but apparently no one decided to come back, so it's okay.
Oh, he puts a hand over his mouth. He's like, oh, God, Zell. I didn't even think of it.
Well, it's all right. It's the last time I should do something like that.
He like looks sad at you and he's like, you know what? I am very sorry. I will make it up to you, okay?
No, it's all right. You don't need to make it up to me.
No, but I do. Your efforts and everything that you do for all of us do not go unnoticed. You are the backbone, the vitality of La Familia. I hope you know that.
Right. Let's just say I do believe you, but it's okay. I just hope nothing bad happened to the shaman. And we can get this ordeal done.
He will nod and say, absolutely. I as well hope he is okay. And I promise that I will be a better friend and companion to you. Okay?
Oh, it's all right.
I am very oblivious a lot and absent-minded. It was an issue that my parents always told me would get in trouble, but to see it hurt someone, and then he kind of like looks at the ground and says, well, I am sorry. And it is not just because I found out something was wrong with you and I want to console you. I am genuinely sorry that I have hurt you in any way. And he'll smile and try to offer you a roasted marshmallow.
I'm good as too many sweets will make me my figure, not what it's supposed to be.
There's always one cheat day.
And fortunate to have a body like this, you can't have a cheat day.
Very true. Well, apologies. I will... You don't mind if I read my book here, do you?
You can do whatever you want. It's not like I'm going anywhere.
He doesn't, like, he wants to talk to you, but he's also like, man, she's probably gonna punch me in the face if I keep up, so he just wants to hang out near you and spend time near you. That's all I'm gonna do, DM.
Alright, anything else people want to do for the night?
My usual try and pray. Nothing else.
Go and try and pray again.
You know it.
Your typical chilling with Lambert.
I get the food, I cook the food, and I keep watch.
Yeah, those keeping watch can roll me perceptions. Finn, was that 13 for the perception? Or that was something else?
Oh shit, natural 20.
Damn, natural 20, let's go. Yeah, you keep watch, nothing's out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Okay, so, being said, you all take your long rest. And the next morning, I'm assuming you're getting up fairly early to get a head start on the day.
And I'm going to cast Get the Relax.
Alright.
Yeah, I also would have casted that goddamn spell that you love so much, Emily. Before sleep.
Which one?
Goodberry.
Oh, Goodberry, yeah.
So I have 70 berries.
You get the treats to anyone new this time, Ben?
Nope, because you're frontliners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright. So, you continue to make your way towards the temple. You would arrive there a little after, like late afternoon, as you would just tread through more swamp and foliage, bugs in the bog, obviously, small reptilian creatures, nothing like the large frogs you would have seen prior, but there's definitely some, there's definitely some creepy crawlies.
Woo.
And if I could find, did I actually? So you would eventually come upon it is not hard to miss. It resembles that of a ziggurat, half submerged in the bog itself, with heavy beige and tan stone, I guess what you could, like, parapets you could call them? No, not parapets. Like,
Fresco?
no, yeah, parapets.
Oh.
They're, like, covered in these twisting vines and moss and old foliage. And approaching it, you would see that the entrance is open already.
Oh.
Yup.
Uh-oh.
Well, I think this is our cue to be quiet. Are there any obvious tracks leading into the temple?
There are. With your passive, well, yeah, 15, yeah. So, yeah, your passive, similar to back at the shack, 14 and above. There are tracks. I did roll, they did not hide their tracks. Well, you can tell they were attempted to be concealed for a portion, but there are still tracks leading inside.
So we're doing this quietly, you said, General?
Well, that'd probably be best, seeing as there's other people here that probably aren't supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Nudge Brihick. Maybe you should guide Rock Queen. She seemed a little, clumsy last time.
I could aid her. If I aid, does that get rid of my roll?
For what?
Like if Tess stealths and I aid her in her stealth?
Well, none of you rolled stealth again.
No, but if we do and I aid her in my roll, or in her roll.
You can aid her, but then you would all still have
I
to make
wouldn't
your
be able to.
rolls.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I can still roll if I aid her.
That's kind of, because you have to focus on your own self too. I would say it would give you disadvantage if you want to aid her for that kind of thing.
I'd just say give her guidance, like.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Like, if you weren't stealthing and wanted to aid, that's fine, but because you're also trying to make the check and help her, it would probably inhibit yours a bit more.
Yeah, that's okay.
Shall we roll?
Let's roll, baby. Let's roll.
Yeah, let's
Are we
do
doing
it.
the stealth
Natural 20.
bonus?
Ooh!
Whoa!
Are we not?
Not right now.
Not yet.
Actually, wait. We're still nowhere near the temple.
No, you are. I said
we're
you
walking
approached it.
into the temple.
Oh,
That's why I was
okay,
asking if you
then-
could pass out a
We're
trace.
approaching.
no,
Okay.
not right now. I would also.
I mean,
give
hey,
guidance.
the natural 20 is 2 successes anyway.
It
So.
is 2 successes.
And I will use my Ookaduga. God damn it, where is it? Swerve Enabling Camouflage, which gives me advantage rolls on stealth checks. Because of my bloodline. So 21. I also tested get a guidance. If you want to roll that, Anna. You probably don't need to, but...
Probably, but it's okay.
Hey,
20.
20.
All right. So you believe you are stealthed as you start to descend these stairs into this temple.
Well, when you say it like that...
Oh
believe,
no,
like-
what the fuck? That's
Oh.
the first thing we see!
Well,
Oh, amazing.
that.
What in the
What are
world?
those
Are those
things?
Chwingas?
They are Chwingas.
Chwingas!
Chwingas!
I'm sorry. What?
What is
Chwingas!
this? Like,
They are the best thing in D&D. They are one of my favorite creatures.
They're
So,
small
oh,
elemental.
dear. Oh, okay.
as
Is
you
this a
are,
storm this time?
yeah, as you are descending these stairs, you notice immediately that there is a thin layer of water, coating the bottom, of this floor. A seemingly once put together fountain completely pierced through with a large 12-foot long sword, stabbed directly through the middle. In the fountain are various gemstones, each worth 50 GP, and you watch as the Chwingas are playing with the stones, and they are using like the rubies and sapphires as like one of them uses that like as a bowl, like almost like they're bowling it. Another one's trying to like put them like stacking the rocks. Another one's trying to make like a pretty little crown out of the little small bits and pieces. And they're making little like wah, and they're like really excitedly playing in this fountain, and they don't notice you because of your stealth. So you kind of see them sort of just basically having a little like they're playing with toys in this stone fountain.
Would
Dear.
Vayne or Tessera know what these are?
Tessera would know what these are because these aren't that common. These are actually very rare creatures. Tessera would know. If I can find. Hold on.
I want to adopt all of them.
They're just playing.
You can't, Xavier. You already have 3 monkeys.
No, that is in a different campaign.
No more pets.
If not pet, why pet chick?
Chwingas stand at about 0.5 to 1 feet tall, resembling small animated dolls with masks for faces. No Chwinga masks are alike, and they often take the form of animal faces when they're like out in the wilds. Their hair is wild and unkempt, while their limbs are slender and lean. The presence of Chwingas usually is foreshadowed by mild natural phenomenon, such as the presence of harmless insects or pleasantry floral smells. They are very shy, secluded creatures. They tend to kind of stay in the outskirts of humanity. But they're basically like little omens, essentially. And they are also known to give minor magical boons to creatures that they find interesting.
So what's the play here?
Well, we obviously aren't going to attack them.
Well,
No.
we could just give them hugs.
Do you want to adopt?
Can I pet that dog?
That is
Can I pet that dog? Drizzle's behind you.
Should we just approach them?
I don't see why not.
We could.
Yep, slowly walk up.
No steps. I accidentally my control fin. No. I wanted something to.
As soon as you enter the water, they all kind of stop, and they do that creepy thing where all of their heads just do you on a dime, like they just stop like a deer in the headlights, like when you step on a twig and they shoot up to all look at you, and they freeze. The one kind of drops their rocks, and they're like they're in that standoff of like, do we run? Do we flee? Are we gonna run? Is this danger? This looks like danger. Do we run?
Muffin is going to patty cake on her belly.
I see Muffin doing this, and I look back at the other ones, and then I do it too.
I pull out my dancing figurines and I let them play, and motion to the Kalingas to like, huh?
You see the one like stands there and starts mimicking Finn with the pa 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 on its belly, and the other one gonna run over to the figurines, and they start like playing and examining the figurines. They start getting very interested in you guys, like they're kind of running all over the place. Sensing that you are no threat, one of them starts like going through Bree Hick's bag, and they pull out like the bag of marshmallows, and they're like, and they're like, wah! And they celebrate the marshmallows.
Hold on. Is there a fire lit?
No, there's no fire down there.
There's actively water all over.
You know what? Over here, where I will cast, because is this all water?
Yeah.
Okay. Then over here, I will cast Create Bonfire, and I will take one of the marshmallows and burn it over the fire, and then put one of the marshmallows to one of their mouths, if they have facial.
You don't see any mouths, but they do end up playing with the marshmallow. Like, it gets really sticky and gooey, and the one starts like climbing the walls with like the gooey marshmallow as like a little suction cup. One of them like starts playing in the leaves and Van's coat. You feel a tug on your stone arm, Van. One of them's trying to pull the stone arm off.
Well, he's gonna hang there. He's gonna be trying for a while.
He just hangs off your finger like this little half a foot chewinga.
So Sarah, Captain, does this thing look magical in any way? The sword.
It's me. I don't have detect magic prepared like some other people do.
Does it look like there's any runes or anything on the blade?
Sarah Lee?
Is one riding?
Well,
yes, one is riding Drezel like a mount.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. DM, I'm gonna try and pull out the sword.
Roll a strength check.
Yeah, of course.
You are the strongest.
What? Why can't I just roll? Hello?
Hello?
No.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
There we go.
You couldn't roll.
21.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Yeah. It does not budge, unfortunately.
May not be the one that's it's meant for. Can I
Sarah.
inspect the blade?
Yeah, roll me investigation.
Chef, I'm gonna burn my inspiration.
Go for it.
Is this the only thing in the room?
It is not, but I'll do it.
I'm gonna give you my inspiration because we're almost ending, I'm pretty sure.
Another, like, 35 minutes.
Do we?
It's only 10:23.
I'll make a check. That's
I'll check to
yeah.
like.
It's gotta be to
Well,
Sarah, but like we all have to do
Yeah,
it
I
before
was
to
about
Sarah.
That's rude.
No, because you're the chosen harbinger.
Yeah, I was.
Do you want to go first, Bree Hick?
Beans.
No, I was about to say that, like, Tess, you should try.
Oh,
But
hold on.
if
If it'll roll. It's not rolling. No.
Are you trying to do a strength check as well? Because, yeah,
Yeah.
Guided.
hold
it
on.
wasn't letting me either.
Oh, are you using guidance? So you just said?
You can use guidance. I am so sorry. I was gonna say that before.
7.
You're
Oh.
7
You
does not
did
budge.
Nice.
But I will
Just
say,
look at Sarah.
well, hold on.
Yeah.
For that, Zelina with a 7, because it does get you something. It looks old as shit, like hundreds of years old. And looking at some of the gemstones in this fountain, they would catch your eye more than the sword would. And you would know that the gemstones in this fountain are fake.
I was gonna take them.
I know you were. They are fake. They are not real gemstones. It's similar to like the cubic zirconium of a diamond. Like they're still minerals, but they're not those pure minerals that you would expect them to be.
Yeah. So then it just goes, ew, gross. Fake ass gems.
Well, it means we don't have to take it from these guys then. They can continue playing.
Tess will examine it too if she can.
Yeah, if you want to roll me an investigation.
Let's see what we can.
Roll me with advantage because you're from Lexo.
Oh, yay! Yay for advantage, because I was not about to.
I know my 7 was higher than that.
21!
Alright. Being from Lexo, this is a beautifully crafted sword, actually.
Ooh.
The stonework of the hilt alone, because the hilt is made of stone, not metal.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Hilt.
It is the type of sword that, like, your mother would have, like, made. Or, like, would have raved about, you know, like... It is the work of a master smith, probably not even one of this plane, with how intricate this stonework is.
It's very, very fancy.
I'll try to pull it out.
Is there any other entrance? Like, I know technically there's not a wall here. Does this go further back?
Yes, it does. That goes into the actual temple. This is just like the foyer.
Oh, I thought it was a dead end. Okay.
Nope. You roll me a strength check.
Do it. With
Do it,
guidance.
Tess.
You're like, do it.
Become the half of Joe.
Looks at that +0.
Same.
Like,
Always do natural 20.
are we sure about this?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do it.
Probably whatever
Okay,
you roll,
go.
you're gonna make it move it toward you. You know.
I don't know. So, I guess I'll just do it through here if they're being weird on.
And if you don't pull it out, it's Lambert's turn
D20.
next.
I did a D4. 7.
It does not move.
All right, Lambert.
Lambert.
Lambert goes to pull it, and it does not move.
Alright, who hasn't tried and pulled it? Brehik, Van.
Van tried.
I already tried. I failed miserably.
Oh.
Hold on. Is this where Dressel gets his sword? Hold on.
Yes.
You look over, Dressel is covered in tiny braids.
Hold on. He's gonna
Right in
grab it
his
with
fur.
his mouth and try to pull it out with a plus. That's a 5.
Does not move.
I got a 17.
Does not move.
No, not for me.
Can I pick one?
Brehik, you're the last one.
Well, if a 21, because then they get a 21. Oh no.
You get the
I
feeling
rolled a
that no one
21.
from this plane would be able to pick this sword up outside of like a god or something. Like this is almost embedded into the like stone of the
It's in
fountain.
there.
Could I pick one of them up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I pick them up and I go, oh, fuck it, I'll just... Why not? If ever all the cool kids are doing it, I'll guidance myself too. Why not?
Peer
This is
pressure.
when you have to do the thing, Xavier. I said I'd never do this, but this is where you have to do it.
What?
Top 2. I'm put spit on that thing.
I swear to God.
Oh
That's what I
no!
use for guidance.
Absolutely not.
Do you give Bane to Zelina?
I do have pain. Yes.
I know you do. Does not move.
Yep, with one of them in my hand, I'm trying so half-heartedly.
It's also trying, like, it's also, like, mimicking you pulling out the sword. Making little squeak sounds like, eh, eh.
I pat him on the back. Very valiant of you.
Just gonna continue on. If we can't get down, so we'll just go continue.
I will also add, as you're continuing walking, 2 things. This statue over here. Brehik and Tess can roll me history. Because you read books.
You read the book.
18.
Oh, okay. Shit. Well, then I'll give guidance to myself. Oh, fuck. 19.
You know from reading that the people of Loonwrath worshipped many different elementals and lords. You can assume that this is a destroyed statue of one of those lords.
Interesting.
As
Sorry, my cut out there for the last bit. Would you say it's a broken statue of what?
one of the lords that Loonwrath people would have worshipped.
Ha! Make fun of my picture books now.
Yeah.
However, I'm checking a thing real quick because you played with the Chewingas, so you are going to, before you leave, one of the Chewingas will go up to you, and they run around your feet, and you feel them kind of like they high five your knees.
On my knees.
And they take out our kneecaps.
They get little hammers like they're children playing with little toy hammers and just hit us in the knees.
God, that's
They're
terrifying.
They're done.
Alright. You all gain the Charm of Restoration.
Oh no!
This, Emily, we got this before.
I know, I randomly rolled on the table too.
Oh, and I prepared that because I was like, this would be a great one to have. Goddamn.
Well,
But you also
it's
get
free.
greater restoration. This is free.
And that's what I was saying. I was like, damn, I probably should have not prepared that one.
But you didn't know you were gonna get a charm. So
Yeah.
it's still good to have it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Chewingas again.
As they all kind of do like a bye-bye, waving you off, but it's like a bunch of like mesh.
Like very tiny sim sounds.
Do they?
I'm trying not to.
Do they speak primordial? Is that primordial?
No.
Oh god. Oh.
Okay.
Well, so if I tried to carry one off, it wouldn't let me, I assume.
No, they want to keep playing.
Oh, okay.
They just want to play. That's so cute.
I also apologize. I'm not trying to make them sound like the Thumbstalls.
No, I love them. Yes.
All right, hold on. My computer is having a very hard time loading this map, and I don't blame it.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
If your computer having a hard time, then all of our computers are
It shouldn't. It ran fine this morning.
Oh, excuse
Just
me.
being a diva.
Stroke.
It's fine. Is it because of... Nah.
Hey, yo, we have 5 castings of greater restoration, yo.
That is nice.
It's actually really good.
That tells me
Oh.
something bad is potentially on its way.
Well, and if it's random. 'cause there's
I
some other
wonder.
difficult
Is
things
this
to
why?
do.
Hold on. Is this why?
This is why the game crashed. Well, how is everyone doing?
Oh, you know.
You just
I
knew.
am going to do.
I refuse. I spent so much time on making this the coolest goddamn mega dungeon. I absolutely refuse for dark lighting to be the reason this is happening.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That is dark lighting is the best though.
It
Dark
is.
Rating has
cool.
betrayed us.
Maybe it'll load for you guys.
Oh, we'll see.
Let's
Who's
find
ready?
out.
Who's ready to have their computer crash?
Can you focus?
I see, I think. Yeah,
I do see it.
I think
See,
I
it's
see.
got a logo. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh.
that door is open.
Interesting.
Oh god. Oh, down here.
It loaded for me now. Okay.
Holy crap.
It's gonna be a while for it to load for me. It's so janky.
Is there a way to turn off dynamic but keep the walls indoors?
Nope.
Nope.
You better just put all the monsters on the GM layer and just
They-
tell us what door is locked.
They are. I just really want it. Okay. Alright. This is how we're gonna have to do it.
Is it just too big of a map or something?
Yeah. it's a big-
Yup, that's why. Oh dear.
I act like I see nothing.
Oh.
Oh lord.
Sorry for the viewers at home that are watching.
Oh,
this.
it's still blurry. It hasn't loaded
it'll-
fully yet.
Yeah,
It'll
give it a
take a while.
second.
It'll take a while.
I mean, it's
2
also
seconds.
10:36 already, so
It's fine.
do we want to try to fix it
Would it?
later?
It's fine. Just give it a second. It'll load. It loaded for me finally. It just took a minute.
Well, I was talking about for everything else that you're having issues with.
I see everything fine.
So, but yeah, this is the mega dungeon that I freaking spent a lot of time on.
It's very lovely.
And it looks beautiful.
Even if it's blurry.
As the dynamic lighting is a chef's kiss, you know.
But regardless, walking in, you see one room to your south here and another hallway down here. You are free to walk about the cabin.
Would it be an investigation if I try to check for traps as we're walking by, like tossing little stones in front of us?
Yeah, I can make an investigation.
There it is.
Hell yeah!
This is where the 10-foot pole comes in.
I just want to make sure we're not getting any traps.
Are
I
we
don't.
still
we don't need
considered
that.
Stealth as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I do my,
Yeah,
my
but-
perception check alongside, like just sort of keeping an eye out?
I'm gonna use my inspiration because I have not used that yet. On my
Yeah.
investigation.
26.
That is
26.
that is upsetting. Not. God damn it.
Alright. 9, you start checking for traps. Finn, you keep a lookout. To describe this, down in this hole here, skeletons litter about the floor. Their attire resembling that of the people from the city of... Ooh. You don't know this, actually, Finn. They have very strange attire, but they are all skeletons, 3 of them. Tessa, down this way, you see even more skeletons littering about the floor.
Mm-hmm.
One of them clutching a piece of parchment.
Lot of skeletons down here, guys.
Yeah. There's one down here. I think it has a paper.
You should go.
Should we go that way first?
That's up to everyone.
Let's go. Rock Queen.
I'm so proud of this godforsaken dungeon.
I don't like that I'm going first right now.
Do you want me to go first?
Emily, can you put
We can
Drones
switch
where I
if
can
you want.
move him? I think I put him in between
Brihik,
the walls.
you go in front, I'll take back.
Thank you.
We'll
As
move
you
in a
do
line.
approach, Brihik and Tess can make me history rolls.
Oh,
You were saying that, and my heart was starting to drop. Ha
18.
Alright, Brihik, you don't know about this. Makes sense that Tess would. With an 18.
Nice.
The attire that these skeletons are wearing is that from the city of Glass, an elemental metropolis in the plane of water.
That's what they're. He's like, well, that looks like tie from the city of glass. That's. What would it be doing here?
The city of what?
The city of glass in the elemental plane of water.
Well, didn't they say there was a war between the elementals? So I mean, during this city
Right.
was sunken during the war.
I suppose. Interesting.
What's
How
with
we
the
move
hold
up?
Yeah, move about as you will.
Hold on, my computer's being stupid now. I'm trying to move. Is my token moving? Yeah, there we go.
I will peer in through this door.
You see in room over here, a chamber filled with a mountain of gold coins and treasure chests. It looks the
With-
equivalent of a dragon's hoard.
With my 26 perception, can I see any traps?
Make me an investigation.
Do I get any advantage because of my 26?
Sadly, no. Not for this.
Would it be perception if you're
Uh,
looking at it from over here?
Nope, it's still
5.
investigation.
Hey, Rock Queen, did you want to peer in here? This definitely looks like a trapped area.
Yeah. I'll take a look. I'll try another investigation. Let's hope this one's
If you want-
better.
If you want to move here, I moved out of the way.
Ooh, a 20!
So what are you investigating specifically?
I guess just peering in, like, just what I can, like, if I see any, just traps, kind of like, I guess either on the doors I'm going to peer in, or like in the room itself.
In the room
What I-
itself, a 20, you don't see any traps.
Cool.
But you do see a giant pile of money.
I don't see any traps in the room.
Sensing it's okay, Muffin's gonna step through and completely ignore the gold and go this way.
Oh, are you looking at the paper that was on the ground? I thought y'all were reading that.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were doing. I thought we already did that with the
No,
house and everything.
no one touched the paper.
You just went and trying to check for traps for the gold. I would take a look at the paper if no one's looking at it.
Paper, I want to see what's on it.
You all take a look at the paper. You will find this is what it says.
Oh, it was a prophecy.
God.
Oh no!
Damn it.
When it reads, when the moon dawns a sickly shroud, and the stars align in a whispered crowd, a child of earth and stone shall rise, born of a mortal's womb and in kingly ties, a harbinger of might in ancient lore, to conquer earth and stone evermore.
Harbinger.
Well,
And it looks like it is a ripped piece of a longer prophecy.
Well,
Of
look at
course
that.
it is.
It's talking about Tessera right there. It says her name and everything.
Yep, I see it, Rock Queen.
Tess looks at it and just reads it a couple times over. And is like, oh. She's trying. She's already starting to try to decode it.
Nope, here you go. I pick it up and hand it to you.
She's like, it looks like it was ripped.
Yep, there's probably more in here.
Interesting. I guess I'll have to be on the lookout.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, Muffin goes through the room and ignores the gold pile completely.
Hold on, freeze.
Uh-oh.
I freeze.
Everybody
I don't care about money, man. Why do I get the trap?
Because you ran ahead?
Because
Sure
you
did.
didn't throw an arrow
If
into
Finn
the
was
gold, which
walking
was
out
another-
this way, I would have been at least here for your knowledge, Emily, for whatever this trap may or may not be.
Also,
You aren't in this alone. Yet.
That's fine, man. I understand.
Muffin,
Yeah.
does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
As a pseudopod is launched at you.
oh no.
It was a mimic.
It's not a mimic.
Is it slime?
It's a horde mimic.
Yep, I knew it.
Oh.
I
I
was
was
literally gonna shoot a
literally
crossbow into the
Gonna
gold.
make a statement of the fact that there is just a massive pile right next to the entrance is fucking bullshit.
It's great learning all these things about D&D because I didn't even know that existed.
There's a
I
lot
even
of
put it in the
things.
chat.
Wow.
A mimic can be anything.
There's a lot of things.
I know that a mimic can be a chest. I didn't know if it could be a hoard of gold.
There's
Oh yeah, it can be a gold.
Akin to the common mimic described in the monster manual, horde mimics are among the oldest and most cunning of their kind. A horde mimic's massive anthropomorphous form and shapeshifting prowess allow it to take on the semblance of a vast trove of treasures, not just a single object. Much similar to smaller mimics, horde mimicks exude adhesive goo to trap prey. They can also vent a fine caustic mist to basically burn and blind creatures, and they take the form of dragon hordes.
Yep.
So I'm gonna assume probably punching ain't gonna be good for this.
Well, it latches out because you got within 10 feet of it.
Yeah.
And then you see it start to retreat kind of back into the gold.
Oh, a 16 didn't hit her? Awesome.
Oh dear.
So you get the
If we were
feeling it's
still
only
level
lashing
3
out if you get close to it.
If we were level 3, I'd still, it would have hit me.
Oh no.
I look at it. Well, that's a problem.
I just shrug and continue walking forward.
Then before you go too much further, we can maybe
I'm not
loop-
gonna go further. I just didn't want to go near the
No, I
gold
understand
pile.
you didn't want to go back in. We might be able to loop around, maybe. Or we might have
Or
to kill
maybe.
it.
Well, is there anything useful, around it?
Unfortunately, no. It is just a mimic.
Yeah. What a waste. Could have used all that gold for a reason. Does this look like an archway, Emily?
Yes, that's just an archway.
As Brick went all the way around, we'll just cut up this way.
You don't want to go near the gold.
I know, we're not near the gold.
Can I look for things out of place peering into this room before we walk that way?
Peering in, you see a spacious room with a fire pit in the center. Here, this is where, essentially they would cremate the bodies of the dead, and you can kind of peer from around that corner. There looks to be a skeleton in the pit, completely charred to the bone.
Oh, cool.
And
Do I
they're
get the
clutching
sense?
another piece of paper.
Oh, no.
Do I get the sense that if I go out this door, I'll get swiped at?
If you cut the corner, no.
So, like, if I go here, I'm good?
Yeah, if you're like, as long
Okay.
as you're not within 10 feet of it.
I go, oh, looks like another prophecy if somebody wants to touch the weird skeleton in the fire pit.
Do you think it's another thing about the Harbinger?
No, it's probably got something to do with Brihig's shiny nose.
What if, though? What if they totally called that we would be here?
That'd be probably more troublesome than a lot of other things that's going on.
Oh gosh. All
You know,
right.
sometimes, Van, words do hurt.
So,
He turns and looks at you and he's like, oh. Sorry, that was a joke. I grab some soot and I will rub it on your nose.
I will swat your hand.
What are you doing, Tess?
no, she'll go over to the paper. Yeah.
You're taking it out of the fire pit?
Oh, Zelina was, and
Who would have gotten to it first?
Zelina, because she was already there.
Alright, roll me a dex save.
Oh no.
This is where she
Like,
falls.
there's teeth, man. There's teeth.
Can't do it that way, because can't even do a saving throw. What in the world? Why did it mess
I
up
said,
the
yeah.
character sheet? I said, a 10.
10. You fail as
Can I
the...
give Zelina my inspiration?
Since we're going to be ending soon.
Oh, natural 20.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Ooh. So you'll
Very
take
nice.
half damage as you go to, like, jerk this paper out from the teeth.
Yeah,
The
teeth.
You see as the jaws of this fire pit clamp together, like a steel bear trap.
Are you alright?
Ooh, you got lucky, I low. Alright,
Find
Yeah.
it. I take the damage.
6 piercing.
Oh, 'tis but a scratch.
And I need you to make me a constitution saving throw.
Oh,
God damn.
Now, was the 6 already half? Because you said that's what
Yes.
damage. Okay.
are they poisoned teeth?
They are poisoned.
Yeah. Dude, I can't even subtract the health from there we go.
Yeah, I feel like Beyond is just being really weird.
Well, it's the updates they're doing to the whole system because of they're getting
Yeah.
for the new release. But you said a con save, Emily?
Yep.
Now, is this for avoid the charm condition?
Nope.
Oh, that's a natural 1. For a whopping 3.
A whopping 3.
I get tetanus.
You are poisoned for
No.
24 hours.
No, I'm not. Lesser restoration.
Yeah, you can do that. There's a reason they gave this to you.
Yeah, I just see like I get stabbed, so they're like, oh no, the poison's getting in, and just nope.
But you do have a shredded up piece of paper in your hand.
Yep, and 1.
All it says is, got ya.
Yep. Now I have 4 charges left instead of 6. What does
still
this
do a
paper
greater.
say? Yep.
The paper is blank.
Oh my
To Sarah.
god!
What does this paper say? Get to Sarah read it?
It's blank.
Light a
Blank.
light of
Yeah.
paper in the
I
back
was
of it.
like, light a fire.
Light a fire in the back of it.
The paper is lit by a flame, but it's blank.
You need to tell that fucking
Does it
business
match
for the
up
business.
with the other paper?
It does not.
I thought this paper away. No, I'm joking.
Is
Hold on to this paper and continue on.
Yeah, I mean, you put it away as a blank piece of paper.
Yeah. Is there anything else in this room, like besides these?
Besides some cracked pottery, Muffin, you would. This is a closed door here, so.
Yeah, I'm just standing here.
Okay. But, yeah, you wouldn't see anything else in this room, but you definitely got baited into a trap.
I learned my mistake of walking forward. So, which door are we picking, gang?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one. Is this door locked, Emily, or open?
Try to open it.
It's open.
As. Alright. You open the room. You see a hallway that has 3 columns, and some well-made unbroken pots. As soon as you open the door, you are greeted by this faint flapping sound. And we are going to start next session in initiative.
oh no.
I close the door.
As 4 Varguli fly down from the rafters.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh no! 7!
What the hell?
These are do not get
I'm
fucking
flying in.
don't get fucked by these things.
What do they do?
are they're low CR shit, but they have some nasty shit, kind of like cockatrices and shit. They can fuck you up if it rolls go the wrong way.
Wow.
For those in the peanut gallery, these are tiny fiends, shrieking, flapping, and hideous to behold, with a body like a severed head and wings in place of ears. Vargulis boil out of the abyss to infest other planes of existence, where they are basically pest swarms from other planes, very similar to another pest you might have encountered
Oh dear.
back in East Hollow. But that is where we're going to end it for the night.
Oh.
Woo.
Thank y'all for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching.
And real quick, just as a last message, we are super close to getting 50 followers. Tell your friends, tell your friends' children, tell your grandmother.
Wow.
I don't know whose grandmother would want to watch us, but I would love that.
I don't either, but you can definitely subscribe.
Hey, we're at 40.
We are
Yep.
at 40.
10 away. We're 10 away.
10 away.
Yep, we were very close.
That's fun.
Alright, sign us off. Thank you so much for watching us, Chronicles of the Grand Nation. We will be back next Monday. Make sure you tune in this Friday for the Hub Chat, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.